Good after evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. What a busy day it has been yet again. David Ornstein announcing that Benjamin Sesko has complete his move to Manchester United. We have loads of details, on that in regards to when he'll be presented, maybe bits on his salary, on the actual deal in itself, little intricate details on the deal itself, which I find very interesting. We'll have a 10-minute segment telling Newcastle fans how shit the club is. Looking forward to that. Garnacho is convinced he's moving to Chelsea, and people are reporting that's close, and it's going to be done. And I think it's Ornstein again who's reporting that. He's had a very, very busy day. And also little bits on Bruno Fernandes and David De Gea, who of course returns this weekend in action when Fiorentina travel to Old Trafford as well. So just the usual show, lads.
Oh, my brain is fried after yesterday. It's proper fried. Like, who expected Carlos Baliba to be on the story? And now Sesko is done. Everybody was in the comments going, this is going to drag on. It's going to be the season start and stuff. It's been done in 2 days. He's flying tonight. And yeah, he could well be here by Saturday. It's mental how quick we've moved for that, which just proves Brentford with the problem with that MBMO transfer, not United, because we wrapped this up in a matter of days. So...
Well, it seemed like Leipzig are at least willing, and it seemed like they wanted to get the deal done. Now, the actual news itself, Shreyas. So, Manchester United strike agreement in principle with RB Leipzig to sign Benjamin Sesko. Deal for the 22-year-old, 76.5 million euros plus 8.5 million euros. Slovenian international given permission to fly and do medical. He will fly to Manchester tonight, and United wants Sesko to complete his medical and sign the contract tomorrow. So that deal's getting done very, very quickly. Now it's done and over the line. How excited are you?
I'm already dreaming top 5. After.
Oh God! Steady on.
By the way, chat. This is the man who thought West Ham were going to get into Champions League spots. So
sometimes we can get a little bit excited and overexcited.
But yeah, I'm quite excited to see us getting Sesko. I think, after how we felt, that after that Europa League final, I don't think any of us expected to, walk into the next season with this sort of a front three. So there has definitely been massive improvement. I've been a big fan of Sesko for quite some time now, and it's good to see the player also willing to make the move towards United and, actually being quite urgent to get to the club, to get everything ready. And it's going to be a very interesting match against Arsenal now, because Sesko at United, Gyökeres at Arsenal. I think that first game is going to be a very feisty affair against Arsenal at Old Trafford.
Oh, yeah, I am looking forward to that. And that is, Sky Sports are already writing the narrative right now. That
Somebody's creating an edit right now of Gyökeres, Sesko in a video, in it. That's on the way right now.
Arsenal, Amarin linking up with former frontman Gyökeres. And it's just like, boom, and it just switches up. So them two are definitely going to want to prove himself on the score sheet and grab the headlines there. It's probably why he was so keen to get the deal done quickly, to be honest. I imagine that's probably in his mind. But we understand United are planning internally to unveil Benjamin Sesko at Old Trafford on Saturday. And like we said, arrival tonight, medical and signature on Friday, unveiling. But it does give me a little bit of PTSD, Sam, because we unveiled Højlund as well, if you remember.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's a little bit of...
I think it's slightly different. I get why people make the comparisons. It's two young lads in their 20s. Coming to United with not a lot of experience, but I do think Sesko's got a bit more experience than Højlund has. He scored quite a few more goals. Like, what was Højlund's 9 goals at Atalanta?
Yeah, 9 goals at Atalanta and 5 at Copenhagen. It was.
Yeah, and it was like his second professional club ever. So it's just, I think it's a little bit different. But obviously the money is very, very similar. The pressure is going to be the same because he's going to be one of the leading 9s for United. It's going to be him and Højlund, it seems like. Maybe Xerxes. I don't know where Xerxes is going to fit into the system. But yeah, the pressure is on. So hopefully he can take it on and he can make it happen. Because if we don't, we've then again risked a young player and throwing him into the number 9 position. So be interesting.
Yeah. Look, there's loads of these in the chat. So where he's at, very, very quiet. Get your opinions in. I'll get into the comment section momentarily. Please do like the video for us and subscribe. Apparently, Shreyas, in this deal, Sesko's agreed to waive part of his salary to make this move possible. I think Newcastle are offering a higher fee. There's been stuff like agent fees have been knocked down as well, just in order for him to make this move, which goes to show that we are still absolutely fucking massive, doesn't it?
Yeah, and again, I think after you put that reel on on the Newcastle fans as well, the reactions and everything, it shows that still, no matter, even if we finish 15th or even, if we finish 16th for that matter, the weight, and I would even say, when it comes to young players or even players in general in Europe, the attraction towards Manchester United is something that is still completely different. Even though we've not really been performing well for quite some time now, yet if you have to compare it to Newcastle or any other club for that matter in the Prem, players still, they actually do realize what sort of heritage and what sort of legacy this club actually carries. So, and I think that is something which you can't really take away from the club. Because Manchester United is probably one of the biggest evidence of it. Seeing players like Cunha, seeing players like Mbu, and now Sesko, who I'm not just talking the Prem or United in general, but they probably could have moved to any club in Europe with the way they performed last year, and they still they still chose United without European football, and it says a lot with United actually competing with the likes of Arsenal for signings, with the likes of Newcastle for signings. So United does still have pull, and I think other clubs in the Prem are still very, very annoyed because of it. Because even though, even we are not saying that we are going to be in the race for top 4, but still, they still consider us a big, big threat. Even though they might not even opposition fans might not, take us as a top 4 contender next year, yet they will speak about us for sure in every single clip that they possibly can.
Yeah, 100%, especially when you consider the scope of the attack, Sam, now. You look at it, we've gone from Rasmus, Garnacho, and whoever's available, basically, in the back to fill in as one of the 10s, to a Prem-proven gem in Cunha with 21 goal involvements last season, a Prem-proven gem in Brian Mbeumo, just moving into his prime with 27 goal involvements, and then one of the most exciting, young, powerful strikers in Europe in Benjamin Sesko. How do you expect that dynamic to work, and does it excite you just thinking about those three up top together? Because it's new as well, isn't it? It's not like they played a lot of games together, so it might take a little, a while.
I think as well, we've got one game a week, so tactically during the week we can work on whatever three are going to play together. Because I imagine now, because we've got one game a week, if somebody is feeling a bit of like tightness or that maybe a bit of a knock, we can switch people out and we don't have to worry too much because it's one player a week. So we can like rotate, and then depending on the opponent as well, say we're going to have a lot of the ball and we need somebody to drop deep and stuff like that. Maybe it's Sesko and Xerxes. We need somebody to run in behind. Maybe we play in Mbeumo or something like that. Like, you've got all these different options that you can switch around and play, which is fantastic. Which is, like you said, last year it was Garnacho, Højlund, and just whoever will play at that side. Like that was the option. So now we've got options, which is fantastic. And yeah, it will take time to get chemistry for them to work out, okay, he makes this run, I know I can weight that ball in behind him because I know he's going to get on the end of it. And for the first time, we've got an aerial threat, which, how long has it been since we've had a fucking aerial threat in the box? It's been,
Can I read you out some statistics on that,
go.
just because you mentioned it? So Benjamin Sesko has scored 8 goals from 28 shots with his head in the Bundesliga over the last 2 seasons, a better conversion rate with his head than Isaac, Kane, Haaland, and Gyökeres. Yeah. Like this guy in the air is dangerous as fuck.
But like, when have we had that? Like, I can't remember the last time we had a player who was good at heading in the box. Like, it's just like,
even when we go long, Sam, from a goal kick with Onana, like we can never pin it down or get the flick on because Rasmus is shite in the air. So Xerxes.
2 of our best headers are Casemiro and, weirdly, Amad Diallo, who's one of the smallest dudes on the fucking pitch.
Yeah,
like, that's mental. Like, we've got a 6'1", 6'2" in Rasmus Højlund, can't win a ball in the air to save his life.
Shocking.
And now we've got Sesko, who's 6'4". Is he big? He's a big lad.
6'5".
6'5". And he's really good in the air. So, yeah, that's something that changes the game straight away. Like, if you want to do a long ball and you want to flick on, say he drops in, heads the ball, and you got Mbeumo, Cunha, willing runners behind him who can get on the end of stuff. And you know how Cunha likes to run at people and with the ball and stuff. So there's a lot of combinations there. So it'd be interesting tactically to see how that plays out. But yeah, I'm excited, man. Like we said, that front line needs completely dismantling and rebuilding.
Yeah.
And we've done it, essentially. Like we've done it. Like, so we're trying to get rid now. Obviously, we'll get on to Garnacho later, but Rashford's gone on loan. We're trying to get Anthony out the door, trying to get Sancho out the door. So we've essentially we're getting rid of the old guard and we've rebuilt it completely. So yeah, fantastic. Ineos definitely deserve credit, man. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, since Ineos took charge, Shreyas, they've brought in Aiden Heaven, 18 years old, Diego Leon, 18, Yoro, 19, Dorgu, 20, Sesko, 22, Xerxes, 24, Ugarte, 24, Delit, 25, and Bumo, Cunha, 25, and then Nasser Mazraoui, 27 years old, which is an average age of 22.5. There is a clear indication here that they are going and they're looking more towards the future, especially with some of the youngsters like Sekou Kones and Cheetos and these guys as well.
Libra is 22 also.
Yeah, he's a young one, which we should be doing, innit? Because a lot of the time, you think the past 10 years, some of the signings that we've made, whether it's been Cavani or Ronaldo or Zlatan, there's been no longevity in it at all. Whereas if you're doing a proper rebuild, you look at what Arsenal have just done, the amount of players that they signed, it was all 22 to 24, roughly. So we can see a future now, can't we?
For sure. And the thing is, most of the signings that we made, since Ineos have come in, they've actually, look quite impactful. Like majority of those signings that we made that you just mentioned, they've actually worked out, and we can actually see them, being a very, very important part of our team, being a very, very very important part for us. If I have to see this United team like 5 years down the line, I still see most of these players still sticking around and being able to perform for us on a consistent basis, week in and week out.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, this is going to be the segment. Well, before I get to the segment, actually, about Newcastle, because we need to give him some. Before we do that, I want to get to the comments because it's absolutely shitloads. Joshua Owen, excited to see this post from Romano. United are planning internally to unveil Sesko at Old Trafford. Yeah, we touched on that. Shreyas has gone somewhere. Srinraf says we are getting Belieber, guys. I mean, I don't think it this summer. I think we will get him, but maybe next summer. James is saying,
if it happens, it's pants off party, isn't it? If it happens.
Oh yeah, it really, really is. James McGogan saying, sup gents, can we have another option on the poll? Both equally as important because as poor as Onana is, we'll miss him when AFCON kicks off in December. Bernard saying, hello guys, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're doing well, Bernard. Excited by the news. Joe saying the Newcastle meltdown over Sesko is glorious. We're definitely going to talk about that.
Oh,
Ali Williams, who's just a recent member. If you want to become a member, click the join button next to the notification bell. Remember, we're looking at merch very, very soon, and also exclusive content, badges, etc. And Ali Williams saying, evening fellas, well happy with our new front three. Who could have predicted this a couple of months back? Yeah, crazy, right, Sam?
Yeah, like we were, after that final was the lowest I think we've ever been as United fans, certainly in my lifetime anyway. I don't think I've felt any lower. And I think we had Cunha through the door, and then I think we were all, well, a lot of you guys in the group chat were losing your shit. It's like one signing, we're not going to compete, it's going to be a fucking awful season. And then literally within a matter of weeks, we've signed Mbumo, Sesko's through the door, we're looking at Belieber, Garnacho's going out the door. Apparently, we're not done yet, according to Fabrizio Romano. So, God knows what's going to happen in these next 3-4 weeks. Like, it could all kick off. Like, it's insane. So, yeah, keep your eye on this space because this probably is going to continue. So, we're probably going to end up going live multiple times a day at this rate if it carries on.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be busy bees. We'll try get Shreyas back. I think he's got a little bit excited and turned his computer off. I'm not sure what's going on there. But Ross Turner kind of speaks to what you just said there, Sam, saying, lads, I'm 40 years old, watching United for most of my life. Manchester United, no matter the situation, will always be a mammoth of a club. The Sesko signing truly shows that. And I think it does. I think Romano reported Newcastle offered a very important contract to Sesko, like more than United. Financially, they made a better proposal as well to Leipzig. Like every metric you want to look at, and Sky Sports Keith mentioned this as well, this must be the first time a club offering less gets the signing over the line, feeling Newcastle have been strung along in negotiations. That also, in itself is telling, isn't it?
Yeah, also from Florian Plettenberg, to make the deal with Manchester United possible, Sesko waived part of his salary. He could have earned more at Newcastle. His agency also gave up significant share of the commission. This was necessarily to push the move over the line, medical and contracts and blah, blah, blah. So he's given up money and given up a higher wage at Newcastle to come to United. Like,
crazy, isn't it?
How often do you hear an agent go, yeah, I don't want more money? They always want more money. They always want more money.
Yeah.
And they've gone, nah, I want United, so don't give a shit. Lower wage, fine. And gone. So, yeah, Newcastle fans.
He probably was pushing him, wasn't he, Sam, to be fair? His agent was probably saying, like, oh, you sure?
More money.
More money. And he was like, listen, you could tell by the quotes that are coming out, he's saying, I want to fly now. I want to go now and get there. Like, I don't want to be waiting about.
He probably wants to play on Saturday. Like, he'll probably just be like, I want to play Saturday.
I'm training.
Like,
I'm fit. Yeah. I'm good to go. So, interesting. Here he is. He's back. Where'd he go?
Had to open the door.
Fair enough. Fair play. I thought we lost you, to be fair. So, glad to have you back. We're just talking about how shit Newcastle were, so you're not missed out on much. But commiserations to Anton Deck, True Geordie, Lewis Bowden, any Geordie you can think of, because they have had a fucking stinkeroo window, haven't they? Let's be honest, lads. It's been so bad. I think there's 12, 13 names that you can mention who've all gone, I like your project, but I'm going to go over here instead.
I think I can think 10 off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's ones I'm missing. Like, there's definitely like more I'm missing.
Well, we might as well go through them just to get the names out there. So we've got João Pedro, I believe. You've got Mark Gay, who was another one. You've got Mbumo, Cunha, Sesko, Ekatike. I'm trying to think of others who have rejected him as well. People in the chat, talk to me. There's definitely more names. I know for a fact there is that I'm missing out. Midfielders. I mean, they're going for John McGinn at the minute. I won't be surprised if Villa knock him back on that as well.
I mean, their own player Isaac doesn't want to play for them. He wants
James
out.
Trafford is another one.
Trafford,
as well, who's rejected them. My God, man. John McGinn, someone just mentioned there. Any names you can think of, put it in there. I know I'm missing.
I've also just read, if they actually do manage to sign Nico Jackson, he won't be available for the first game next year because he got a red card in the final game against Newcastle.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Wow, Nicholas Jackson. I have to get these other players because I feel like...
Oh, Delap, he did.
Oh, Delap. To be fair, Delap rejected us, didn't he, for Chelsea, but we're not in double figures for rejection. All right, there we go, got it up. João Pedro, Kudus.
I didn't even Kudus rejected him as well.
Kudus rejected him. Dean Howson. They went in for Dean Howson before Madrid.
Wow.
He rejected him. So you're actually talking like a starting 11, 12 players who have all gone. That's categorically got to be the worst transfer window ever.
The arrogance that you think you could compete with Madrid for a fucking signing. Come on.
Yeah. At least we did that with Euro.
But like, do you know what I mean? Like, Madrid have gone for Hoyson, and you think Dean Hoyson is going to go, fuck Real Madrid. I'm going to Newcastle. Like, come on.
Do you think, lads, by any chance, like when we play Newcastle at St James's Park, Sesko might get booed slightly? A little bit?
Yes, please. I love that. That'd be fantastic.
Before we move on to the Garnacho story, Shreyas, just your thoughts on the dynamic of Cunha and Mbumo and Sesko and how different that'll be as opposed to last year with Rasmus and Garnacho.
It'll be a lot more effective. A lot more effective because they bring a lot more to the table rather than, just being direct players in the box. They are not unidimensional players. They're like honest, pure hybrids in a system. And especially, like we've seen how Cunha operates in that narrow channel. We can see the same from Mbumo. And we can actually see someone like Sesko who can bring them all together in the attack. And to be that sort of a troublemaker in the box, that, you have the capability of allowing others to move into the box. And at the same time, if they leave you alone, you in yourself are capable enough to actually, score a few goals as well. So Sesko brings a lot. And like Sam mentioned as well, having that sort of aerial threat in the box, we've not really had it for a while. So we can expect more crosses into the box. And I think Dorgu will actually enjoy a lot because of him. Because Dorgu puts in a lot of decent crosses. There's just no one, or every single time there's no one at the end of it. So I think Dorgu will be someone to watch out for with Sesko being in there. And I think, again, Bruno will enjoy a lot. I think Mason Mount will definitely enjoy a lot as well, having someone like Sesko, because late runs into the box and, being able to operate in those narrow channels, Sesko knows how to play in that system. He's worked in that system at Leipzig as well. And he's worked with, you can say, similar sort of profiles. Xavi Simons is a player who's quite similar in this sort of a system. And he knows how to operate in that way. Openda as a secondary striker behind him is practically like, an inside 10 playing behind him. So he knows how he needs to perform in this system. And I think with the quality and, support players and, the service he'll be getting in this format, I think we can expect a lot out of,
I think the main difference for me, lads, when I watch Rasmus play, you can't play it into his feet. His first touch, as we all know, and everyone in the chat will know, we watched him week in, week out. Is all that plays bobbins, mate. It's absolutely shit. You cannot play it into the air. If you want to go, if you're getting pressed really high, and sometimes you want to play, like City do it sometimes. I remember them doing it against Arsenal. Arsenal pressed them really high and almost suffocating him, and they started going long again to Haaland, and Haaland would pick it up, and then Foden and Marmoush or whoever it was kind of playing off second balls. And that's another thing with Sesko. Play it into him. The leap on the kid is massive.
Yeah.
And also is good. He's actually good at heading. He's not just got a good jump, like he connects with it. So that's another dynamic of the attack that you're offering where, centre backs are drawn towards him. You play it into him. That spacing behind for Mbumo and Cunha and players like that and Ahmad is going to be another kind of dynamic. And not only just that, the transitional threat that you'll get when you sat deep, his pace on the counter-attack. There's a goal that he scores against Bayern Munich where I think Simmons actually plays it in behind and he scores with the outside of his foot. Have you seen that goal?
Yeah.
Around the keeper where he's like 40 yards out or something, like fucking outrageous.
He's quite good from the sort of clips I've seen. He's quite good with his feet as well. Like when he gets the ball into his feet, he's able to shift it to one foot, get his like body in the right position and then smash it. Like he's got what did Karlanka refer to? A cannon on his foot. Like he's got quite a cannon on him. So he seems like he's got a lot of qualities and abilities that we need in this team. I've just seen as well from Ben Jacobs, with the arrival of Benjamin Sesko, United are now looking to sell Rasmus Højlund. There you go. Rasmus Højlund could be on his way out the door.
Well, the actual report, so I've got it here. And we'll dive into the Garnacho news in a second. So Manchester United value Rasmus Højlund at £40 million this summer. Following the arrival of Benjamin Sesko, they wish to sell the striker. AC Milan and Napoli inquired earlier this window, while there was interest from Saudi. But the issue is, it's going to be like a loan, innit? Do you know what I mean? I don't see clubs paying a fee for him. And in which case, is he point loaning him? Would you not rather have him so you've got a secondary striker there as backup?
Like, unless we sell him, I don't think there's any point in loaning him, is there? Like, there's just... It doesn't benefit us in any way to loan him because his wages are not that big that I know of. Yeah. So there's no benefit to us. So the only benefit would be to sell him to get that cash in the bank to use towards, say, a Belieber or a Donnarumma or somebody like that. That's the only useful thing. So I just don't see the point of a loan. So I hope we don't accept a loan. I think stay a lonely. And the same with Garnacho. Like we should stick to a price and not go below that. Like you have to stick.
My Damn United with some rumours there saying there's rumours my ex-wife has rejected him in regards to Newcastle. Love it. McMillan saying apparently the bricks and steel that were being used for Newcastle's new stadium have rejected them according to Ornstein and Romano. People are just absolutely drilling. Saw a Newcastle fan saying they've been rejected a lot because nobody wants to live in Newcastle. They can't compete with Liverpool, London and Manchester. Sorry, but we all know the real reasons. Lads, I told you when we put that clip out, Greg's free black card, Eddie Howe gym sessions. Apparently they're just not working, so God knows. Sesko doesn't score striker goals or like tap-ins, running the box much. A lot of shots outside the box. He needs to work on that. But listen, Gyökeres had a lot of work on him, didn't he, when he came from Coventry or wherever it was when he went to Sporting, and now he's just gone to Arsenal.
Well,
so if you want a striker,
Amram is the guy who did it, wasn't he? Amram is the guy who built him, and so
exactly. If you want a striker to work with and mould, Amram's your guy. And obviously he approves of it, otherwise they wouldn't have made the signing in the first place. So, exciting. Anyway, let's move on to this Garnacho news, lads. So, again, this is from David Ornstein. Chelsea apparently have stepped up talks for Alejandro Garnacho. The two clubs have been in touch for some time now, and it's starting to advance. Alejandro Garnacho expects his Chelsea transfer to go through. This is from David Ornstein. So, I don't know what's going on. Obviously, no fee's been agreed. There seems to be a difference in valuations as well, because I think Chelsea want to pay 40, we want to get at least 50 for him, which is respectable, right, Shreyas? That's what we should get.
Yeah, that's the bare minimum, I would say, to get for Garnacho. And I think in an ideal situation, we would have probably, if other clubs didn't know that we are as desperate, to sell Garnacho, maybe we could have minted around 60, 65.
Yeah.
It is because that, people know that, the player has fallen out with the manager as well as the club, and they're trying to get rid of him in any way possible. So, and right now, Garnacho has made it tougher on himself that he wants to stick to the Prem. If it wasn't for that, probably United could have gotten more, but sticking to the Prem, going to Chelsea as your only option, I think 50 is the maximum that United could hope for. But the good thing is, even if we are able to generate that amount, it would be the first, outgoing that actually gives us cash rather than any other outgoing. So, and right now we need the cash. Whether it's for Baliba, whether it's for Donnarumma, or whoever we go for, United do need outgoings.
Yeah. How confident, Sam, of Garnacho leaving? Do you think it'll happen?
Yeah, it seems like it's gonna, doesn't it? Like,
yeah.
He doesn't want to be here. Ruben Amorim definitely doesn't want him here. He would help us in terms of getting like a midfielder, whether that's Baliba or whoever, help us get that done, or a goalkeeper, or whatever. It would help us sort of reset the finances a little bit without spend on Sesko. So, yeah, it just seems like it would be great for everybody, really, to be honest. Like, I hope it happens, but I hope it's not done on the cheap. Like, I don't want to see it done on the cheap. I don't want to see 30 million or something like that. I've just seen for Dougie Critchley as well, which made me laugh. So let me get this straight. United offered Leipzig a lower fee for Sesko, lower wages than Newcastle offered, and Sesko still pushed through for a move to United. 9th of May, let's give the Slovenia a standing ovation at the stadium a light.
They actually are mugs, aren't they? They're genuine there. This window, I'd hate to be a Newcastle fan. And do you know what? They're starting to turn on Fabrizio Romano now as well.
Yeah, this is a shield.
His comment section
stand
is
this
filled.
guy. Fucking Fabrizio Romano, I can't stand him. And you're like, they're turning against the journalists and everything.
When are we playing them in this season? I just want to know when we are playing Newcastle this year.
Yeah, we'll find out. I'll find out the date on that. A picture's just come in. I'm going to put it on the screen now. Benjamin Sesko, ladies and gentlemen, on a plane with his agent. He's ready to go. Yeah. So that is on your screens right there. He looks very, very happy.
I've got the flight tracker as well. His flight is like leaving Leipzig airport right now.
Yes.
Got a flight tracker.
I can't wait to hear the interview. As much shit as you can put on Newcastle.
Oh, please
do it. Yeah.
Please.
Like, I weren't really up for joining small clubs. No. So I didn't really want to live.
I wanted to win trophies. I wanted to
What is Newcastle?
Yeah, who's Newcastle? I thought United was United. I didn't know there was another United.
They said United, and I was like, yeah, that's and then there was another United. And then I don't look good in black and white either. Like, it's not nice.
They said I'd play with Bruno. I thought it was Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes. That's the only real Bruno that I know. I mean, I'm used to the call with Slovenia, but Newcastle's a bit too much for me. It's a bit too choppy up there.
I couldn't understand what they were saying, or even the accent. Like, it's just...
No idea. It said something like deck and ant. And then after that, it's kind of missed. So, yeah, unlucky Newcastle. And I love it. Do you know why?
Yeah.
Because I fucking inject this in my veins. Some of the content creators, I've said this before, some of the content creators around Newcastle are so salty. So salty towards United, and I've seen so many clips going, why the fuck would he choose Man United? Why would he do that? And I'm looking at him going, there's so many reasons more why you would go to Man United than Newcastle. No one wants to live up there. No one, not one player. Like, clearly you've got a decent squad, but beyond that, it's kind of like meh. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of, you're not got a squad to compete.
Like, look at the history. Like, they've won one trophy in like 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
Like, and congrats winning a trophy. Great. We're in the worst era of our fucking bit ever. And we've won more major trophies than they have.
Yeah, it's great.
And they're supposedly in a great period. They've got rich owners and great players. And we've still won more. And we're fucking shit. And everybody's told us we're shit. And we know we're shit. And we still won more. So, like, what? I don't understand what you expect. Like, why would you go, do I go there and win nothing? Or do I go here and win something? Like, I don't get it.
You guys won't be able to hear this, but I'm going to play this for the chat, and it's the Isaac thing, the guy on TalkSport, so I'll play it.
You have to sell.
You want to sell, man.
It's all paper nonsense. You haven't got a clue. Oh, you gotta love it. Inject it in my veins. Ross Turner, sell Højlund and Garnacho for 40 each. There's your starting bid for Baliba, lads. Well, I mean, on paper it sounds great, but I would go down now and say I don't think we're getting any money for Højlund.
Yeah,
do you lads think we will?
I don't think we sell him. I don't think we sell him.
No chance. And if we do, that's an even bigger fucking deal than getting Baliba.
Also,
let me tell you.
Also, Italy don't pay for shit. They don't pay any money for anybody ever. No. Like, it just doesn't fucking happen. Like, it's just, they are, I don't know if they're worse or Dortmund are worse. but they're right up there. Like, because Dortmund don't want to pay shit for anybody, and Italy never want to pay a transfer fee ever.
Sliding pennies over the table for players, ridiculous. James McGogan, decent sell-on clause with Garnacho as well, 30 mil add-ons and a sell-on sound. May as well go to Blythe Spartans for all the good it'd do employers to go to Newcastle. Jay Red saying Newcastle United will be fine. They can get Nicholas Jackson. I don't know why they're so salty. I mean, Nicholas Jackson's going to cost them a lot of money. A lot of money.
Chelsea thought 100 mil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 80 to 100.
800. Imagine if he goes, nah, I don't want to go.
Please. That'd be the death of Newcastle, I think, if that happened. Genuinely.
Nah,
you actually run out of strikers. I
Yeah.
don't know where they pivot to. Watkins will probably want to stay at Villa, I'd imagine. And then I think Nicholas Jackson's your last hope. And if that doesn't happen, pack up. I think it's time to go on.
They're going for an AC Milan player. Is it Malik Thor? I think they're after.
Malik Thor,
but apparently they're still negotiating. United, just do me a favor, just go in and just take the piss.
We'll offer you 5 mil and 30p a week.
Just to see what happens. Like, it'd be great.
Just the last thing I want to touch on, lads, and unless anything breaks about Baliba, obviously Romano put something before, didn't he, that he's going to mention something in the next hours or days, which is really interesting. Manchester, so this is coming from United. Bruno Fernandes will make a presentation to his old teammates to recognise David De Gea's contribution to the club when Fiorentina come to Old Trafford. Shreyas, I'll go to you first on this for obvious reasons, because De Gea's your boy. Excited to see him back. And obviously the welcome as well that he gets, should get a warm reception, right?
Yeah, for sure. Because again, he's a legend of the club. Gave United a good few years of his prime, and on top of that, I think again he helped us stay in a relevant position in the table for quite some time in between. If it wasn't for him, United would have been in the same situation, lingering around 8th or 10th. If it wasn't for the head. And on top of that, I think his exit wasn't really handled well. It could have been handled with a lot more respect, and probably, with a send-off that he very well deserved, but he didn't get it. And I think it will definitely be a warm reception, because even, since De Gea has left, he's not said even one bad thing about, Manchester United.
He clearly loves the club still, doesn't he?
And I think he even said that he had offers from other Premier League teams, but he couldn't really, let his heart pick another team in the Prem, because he only wanted to play for United. And again, if possible, talk him down to a contract and sign him for a season. I don't really mind, because he's still an elite shot stopper, and Fiorentina love him. Like, I would say in that tenure of, the players that left, I think he is one of the rare ones who's actually gone to another club and actually, made some very decent performances. I mean, he helped Fiorentina get into European spots and got them to the semis of the Conference League as well. So his impact has definitely been immense.
Yeah. It's a shame, Sam, the way it ended, wasn't it? Like the whole Ten Hag and Murto and back and forth, and didn't get a send-off. For a player, what he's done for United, you consider some of the seasons that he's had. I mean, he was fucking incredible certain years.
Well, what was he player of the year, like 2 years in a row or something?
4 times, I think.
4 times, there you go.
4 years in a row.
So, as a goalkeeper, which just shows you how much he pulled us out of the shit, the amount of times. Like, I think one of my favourite memories is you remember the Arsenal game where he made 20s. He beat the record.
David De Gea could save the Titanic.
Yeah, was it a record? Like the most amount of saves in a Premier League game or something.
It was outrageous, mate.
It's just outrageous. One of the best performances I've ever seen. Unbelievable. And then when he first came in, he was shaky. I was like, oh my God, this is not going to go well. Dropping the ball, getting bullied in the box, and then became one of the best goalkeepers in Europe, Real Madrid. And if it wasn't for a password on a document, on a PDF file, he would be a Real Madrid player. And he didn't end up going, and now he ended up staying at United. So he got to win a Premier League as well, which is nice. I hope he gets a really warm welcome. People give him the absolute sort of applause and cheers that he deserves. And it's just a sort of shit way it ended. Like, I didn't like the way it ended.
Yeah.
Was it time to move on? Absolutely. He was making mistakes and just wasn't the thing. Obviously, we thought we were getting a different goalkeeper than we were in Onana. We thought we were getting the guy that was in the Champions League final. Some other dude has shown up who looks like Onana, has his name, but apparently doesn't play anything like the Onana.
Brother.
Yeah. His twin brother is shit at football, apparently.
Oh, not again.
Yeah,
his twin brother.
So, obviously, hindsight's 2020, isn't it? Like you look back, but yeah, he'll always be welcome at Old Trafford. I doubt anybody would ever give him any sort of grief. And he's a metalhead as well. Like I saw him at a Slipknot gig, so I've always got a soft spot in my heart for David De Gea.
Do you know what? Obviously, this isn't reality in the real world that we live in. But if they was just like, "Do you want to swap them back?" like just like that, without any kind of thing, I would.
Yeah.
And I know David De Gea made mistakes, and I know we was all raging over it. I remember the FA Cup final, shocking performance, go 1-0 down against City straight away. I remember against Sevilla.
West Ham, when it just rolled underneath him.
Yeah, but against Ben Rama, that was fucking awful.
Yeah.
Sevilla, when he tries trapping the ball, shocking. Like, I'm not... It's sometimes people get, is it revisionism? Is that the correct word? I don't know. Where they kind of like forget actually some of the mistakes that he made and how bad he was at times, but also... I even still trust him more than what I trust Onana. Going into the season now, hands down, that boy is going to make at least 10 mistakes. Minimum.
I trust Tom. I would rather Tom, if we don't buy a goalkeeper, I'd rather Tom Heaton.
Yeah, honestly. But it's weird, isn't it? Because
honestly.
Onana has the capability of making better saves than both the keepers that we've got, I believe, than Bayern and Heaton.
He's better with his feet than any of them.
Yeah. We just don't see it.
Never see it. Never seen it.
We have the odd one where it's like, oh, okay, a bit of a disguised pass or a long ball, it goes to him. But yeah, I don't know, something about him. I can't take to Onana at all. And I think we have to look. We've made some great signings at the top end of the pitch, but like I said, it's going to be like Blackpool, all nice at the front, and then when we start getting towards the back, it's going to be fucking chaos. Like there's going to be games that we're playing where it's going to be fucking 4-3, 6-5, like utter chaos. And maybe we're here for it. Maybe we're here for it.
at least it'll be entertaining this season, because last season was not entertaining.
Yeah.
Last season was fucking depressing because we couldn't score to save our pissing lives. Yeah. So at least it'll be entertaining this season.
Mate, on paper, Shreyas, isn't it? Sesko and Bumo, Cunha, Ahmad and Bruno, you've got to be scoring goals and creating chances with those players, haven't you? Surely. And Dorgu. Don't forget about how good Dorgu's been in pre-season as well.
Yeah. Dorgu, you've got to realize we still got Xerxes to come into the fray as well.
Yeah, so, of course. Mount
Ahmad to right wing back as well.
Definitely. So there's genuinely a lot of quality options that you've got that are going to create chances for you. So I think Sesko won't really have a problem of that he's got just one shot on target in 3 games. I think he's going to get a lot of service, and looking at his clinicality, he's got like a 24 or 23% conversion ratio, which is quite decent for a striker. So if he's able to replicate that at United, his numbers are going to be even more than what he achieved at RB Leipzig. And I think right now this team is, when you look at the attacking side, what happened?
So sorry, my damn United put Domino's Pizza just turned down a 50 quid order from Eddie.
Nice.
Keep them coming. Keep on the comment section on socials. Any more of them. Yeah. I'm telling you now that the floor is open for the next 5 minutes for any Newcastle slander. Get it in the chat, please.
I got really excited because there was a thing. Aston Villa have rejected an £18 million bid for John McGinn, and I was like, "I've been rejected." And it's from Everton. It's from Everton. So I was like, "Oh, it's not a shame." 18.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
No, 80 million for John McGinn.
Well, yeah, and I was like, "What?" I was going to say, "What?" And you believe that 80 million quid?
18 million.
18, right? Okay, that makes much.
But I got excited because I thought it was Newcastle and I thought it's Everton. I was like, "Oh well."
Everyone's watching Sesko's plane coming in. I'm going to watch on Newcastle's transfer developments. That's what I'm watching for. Let's see how many more players can reject. See if they get a full squad of players that reject him.
Well, they've had a goalie, they've had defenders, they've had a striker. They've had a few, so they're on the way.
Right, back to the comments section. Like I said, for the next 5 minutes, any questions, topics you want to discuss, any Newcastle slander, get it in the chat and we'll read it out. James McGregor is saying Jamie Vardy in black and white. Vlahovic is used to wearing black and white too as well. Sure, it's just me that's worried about AFCON and us losing 4 or 5 starters. That's a good point.
That's a good point. And if we get Belieber in, he's Cameroonian as well, so that's another one.
That's your spine of your team gone.
Mazraoui, Belieber, Mbumo, Onana, Ahmad. Yeah.
Jesus.
That's worrying.
That's a lot.
That's worrying.
It is. Yeah, January, just switch your TVs off, lads. Ross Turner saying, that's me subscribed, lads. First time watching this channel. Thoroughly enjoyed it. All the best to you in the channel. Will definitely be watching more. Cheers. Oh, I love stuff like that.
I appreciate it.
How nice is that? Lovely.
Welcome.
You know what, Ross? You have a fucking good day, mate. You have a good day.
Oh, I've got one. UTFR's got one. Newcastle rep still in Germany as BA has rejected their offers for a flight home. Nice.
Oh, my God. Carlos Baliba and his agent just got the word his lunchtime. What? Oh, this lunchtime. I thought he was going about his lunch then. I was like, what?
Why have we got those updates?
Yeah, he's having a sandwich for dinner or something. Got the word this lunchtime from Brighton that United have officially made their move. That's from India. All right, let me get on this India's page because is it a guy or a woman?
It's a group of people, apparently. According to his bio, it's like 4 or 5 people.
What is it? India?
India Kalia. So K-A-I-H-L-A, I think.
L-A. Who the fuck? Where's this person group come from? Right, I'm going to have to go on David Ornstein's page because I can't find the fucking thing, man. I want to double check just to make sure there's no
that's... Yeah, Shreyas told us about this. Did they leave Matt Target in Seoul in Korea?
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah.
What was that about?
Yeah.
It was
they all got on a flight.
as well got left
two of them.
Barcelona.
They're leaving players as well, are they? Fuck me.
They forgot.
Taking off from Korea and forgot a player and left him there.
Yeah.
Like, fucking hell.
Right, so yeah, this is from India Kalea News. Carlos Baliba and his agents got the word his lunchtime from Brighton. United officially made the move. They've reached out through the right channels and it was done respectfully. Baliba's been told that if a respectable bid comes in, serious talks will start. What's interesting is that Andre Onana is stepping in to help out. He's using his connections and their shared Cameroon background to sway Baliba, telling him Manchester United's the place to be even without Champions League football. Well, if there's one good thing that Onana's doing, then... Yeah. You know, at least he's doing something there.
Just keep him as part of recruitment rather than at the goalkeeping spot.
Yeah. Bad news for Newcastle. Bayern Munich have made inquiries about Nicola Jackson in the past few hours. It's from Florian Plettenberg. So, bad news, Newcastle fans. You might lose Nicola Jackson as well.
Jesus Christ. My Damn United saying, if we don't get Baliba this summer, do we commit and go without till the summer? That's a good question.
It depends on is there other option, like, because people are gonna get sick to death of me and Shreyas mentioning this guy, but Stieler is still available, like he's still there. So
I think it was reported that he got an ACL injury.
Has he really?
So maybe bollocks. That's one of the reasons clubs aren't really going in for him.
Okay,
Madison's just got a big
ACL.
He's got an
ACL. Yeah. Because Anton Stack has gone to Leeds, so he's not available. Hjumlund have probably cost about the same as Baliba, 70 million around there. So
you'd rather go for Baliba for that kind of money, definitely.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just I think
I would do anything you can. I'm talking anything like to get Baliba through the door.
You've got to move mountains to try and get.
Could you imagine that? Like, could you actually imagine that lineup though with Baliba? You got Baliba and Bruno in the middle.
There isn't a better target right now who you can go and get. And I feel like if you don't get in this summer, next summer one of the big boys might move for him as well to bring him in.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
So that's the risk that you run. I don't know what they've got to do. I don't know if they've got to use a credit facility or they have to sell players. Whatever you've got to do, move that fucking mountain to bring Carlos Baliba to United because he's worth it. He's such an elite ball progressor. He absolutely eats up ground. He's great.
He's one of those players like when we went for Wayne Rooney, for example. Like, you just have to pull out the stops and just go get him. Like, Rio Ferdinand was another one. You just have to do everything and go get him. Paid because 30 million for Rio at the time. I think that was a record fee. I think for a defender at the time. Yeah. And then Rooney, I think, was a record fee, British transfer record fee at the time as well. This is on a similar level. You just have to pay the money and get it done because this is a talent that's not going to come along. Yeah.
I agree with that. If we don't get I read that out. Target stayed in North Korea as he'd rather stay there than go back to Newcastle. Is this United? We're on the edge of getting a historic window. I know it's crazy. It is crazy, especially if they get that Baliba deal over the line. My goodness me, that is some fucking window. That without Champions League football.
Believer on a goalkeeper, like, Jesus Christ.
It's almost unfair a little bit in it. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy it. But the fact that we can finish 15th and still go Mbumo, Cunha, Sesko, Baliba, mate, that is mad. Yeah. That is mad.
And Donnarumma, question mark.
Yeah, Donnarumma might happen.
Oh, if that happens, mate, I don't know. I might just fucking
win the league now.
Matt Millen's got a good one. It's been said the Angel of the North has been spotted as Middlesbrough having had enough of Newcastle.
Oh my God, we better not get beat off them with this season.
I can't have that happen.
We can't lose to that.
No.
We beat him on top of that as well, and Sesko scores. Yeah, we're absolutely set. Got to push the boat all the way out now. We've shown our hand. Totally agree. Yeah, let's see what happens with Carlos Baliba, ladies and gentlemen. We tell you all the time, turn on that notification bell so you do not miss it when we go live, because it happens at really sporadic times. So I would encourage people to do that. Also, if you want to become a member, we've mentioned we're looking at merch in a minute. I know we've said it before, but we're generally pushing back and forward ideas with it. Some of the stuff looks really, really cool. So members will get priority. And also, Ali Williams saying pants off Mr. Wilcox too, Sam? You made a promise now.
I have.
You made your promise. So
Jesus
that's going to be an awkward stare down at Old Trafford, isn't it, if you see him? It's kind of like Wilcox like that.
Jason, take your pants down.
Jason, come here, mate. Completely threw me off that. Socials, please drop us a follow over on there. Subscribe to the channel. We are on, guys, 22,306 subscribers on YouTube. We are very, very close to 30 on TikTok, and also some of the clips, hitting 150,000 views as well. On Instagram, news posts doing thousands and numbers. Reels just hit. The song that I put up yesterday is on 60,000, I think it is. The song for fucking hell, what's that? Sesko.
The Geordie one is on 238,000.
Oh, there's so many wound up Newcastle fans in
it's
there.
Fantastic. It's fucking fantastic.
It's great.
Every day, every time I go on Instagram and notifications, it's like 8 more comments. I'm like, fantastic. I love this shit. It's absolutely brilliant.
We, as an idea for the members video, just the last thing before we go, I think we might do like a funeral for Newcastle United and just all wear like suit and ties and just kind of send them off.
Maybe we could go through the comments of all the salty Newcastle fans.
Yeah.
Just read out a couple of comments because
great idea.
That would be so funny.
Fantastic.
Like just the amount of comments as well that go, yeah, he's only going to United for the money. I'm just like, well, he isn't, because we offered less and you offered more and he's gone to us. So that's not true either. So
listen, appreciate you all. You're always tuning in to the shows. You're always interacting and commenting, funny stuff, important stuff. So thank you very much for tuning in and liking the video and subscribing. Me, Sam, and Shreyas will see you guys in the next one. I don't know what's going to happen. So just strap in. Fuck knows. Could be Belieber. Could be more Sesko details. Stuff will be on the Instagram. So keep an eye out on that as well. And